the website as well, so you can watch it back. Now, I don't do this that often, so if I look like a technophobe, I am, but we'll get there. Right. Okay, welcome everyone to Survive Fitness, to the induction. If you've already had a session or 2 or 3 or whatever, I hope you've had fun and you're not aching too much. And if you're ready for next week, the ones that have been so far will attest how friendly it is, what a nice environment it is. The coaches are nice. It's not intimidating. So if you are feeling a bit nervous and worried, it's very normal to feel like that. But I promise you'll be very, very well looked after. So today we're going to run through how Smile Fitness works, how the program itself works, the nutrition basics, because I want to make sure that you hit the ground running, the formula. So everyone's looking for the magic formula to get in shape. And there is such one that is a lifestyle way. It's not faddy. It shouldn't disrupt your life. We know I've obsessed over this for many years, so I can show you that. Run through the in-body scans, some frequently asked questions. You can ask me any questions, and then you'll come in for measurements. Now, usually we would host this at the HQ, but you know, if you're all spread out socially distanced in your 3 meter squared zones, there's no way you'd all hear me clearly. Hence, we're here. So let's crack on. So back in the day, this is how we used to roll. Back in the day, I used to do PT, and it'd be like 1 hour PT sessions. There'd be no aftercare, so no weekly check-ins, no coaching app. There'd be no bus really. It'd be good fun between one-on-one. But you know, if they're in a bad mood, they had a bad day, sometimes a bit hard to bring them out of it. Obviously, there's no community because it's just one-on-one. And you know, if you're paying, say, £30, £40 an hour, it could cost you £240 a month. And what I learned after doing it for a few years is the results weren't great because there was no aftercare. We weren't focused on nutrition. I wasn't making sure the other 23 hours of the day they were being serviced, basically. So I was also running back in the day. And then when I'm saying back in the day, by the way, I'm talking 10 years ago. I was running a boot camp Tuesday and Thursday nights, 1 hour boot camp sessions. Thursday and Saturday. I thought it was Tuesday and Thursday, but there we go. There was no aftercare again. There was lots of buzz. So I loved the boot camp more. The clients were loving it more. We were building a community. And I always think when you're trying to achieve something with like-minded people, that makes a massive difference as well. And it cost £24 a month. So again, going back, I think it was like £3 a session, long time ago. But the results still weren't great, okay? And there's a reason why. There was something missing. There was the nutrition missing, okay? We all know we can't out-train a bad diet. Now, what we mean by that, when we say out-train a bad diet, we don't necessarily mean that you're eating unhealthy, because someone can eat very, very healthy and still be out of shape, because it's all about energy balance. If you're putting more energy in your food and you're not using it, you're still going to be overweight, regardless if you're eating healthy or unhealthy. Check-ins are massive. So having that accountability where someone's checking up on you, looking at your results, making sure you're attending the sessions, basically doing everything you should be doing to get in shape. It's really, really important. The community aspect, like I mentioned before, it's so powerful being a part of something where you're all shooting for the same kind of goals and you're all supporting each other as well. And if you're in our Facebook group now, you'll already see what nice members and community we've got and how supportive everyone is. Someone's having a rough time, they'll chime in and help out. Someone's doing amazing, they'll be their biggest cheerleader. We've now got a coaching app, which is like a fitness big brother. It literally, we can get it to track your food, your steps, if you're tracking your workouts, but also your before and after photos, your measurements, your weight, and so much more on the app. And we can like basically look at the app. We can see how many times, if you've been ticking it off, how many times you've hit 10,000 steps in the last month, 2 months, 3 months. We can see every time you update your weight and things like that. So the app is a really good tool, and it's a dedicated space where you can focus on your results, but also message your coach. Coach can message you back, and you've got this space where you can just get super focused and drilled in towards your goals. We have an in-body scanner, and that was a massive tool that we wish we had before. Now, the great thing about the in-body scanner, is you might have set yourself a goal. For example, I want to lose 1 stone in weight. And quite often a client could lose a stone in weight. They'd be so satisfied with their shape. They've dropped clothes sizes. They're feeling good, looking good, but they've not lost the whole stone. So there's that niggling doubt that something's not worked. And what could have happened in reality is they've lost body fat and they've gained muscle tone. And your scales can't tell you that. Your photographs can show that, but you don't quite believe it because you can't see it physically. Now, the in-body scanner is completely accurate. It's the next best thing to an MRI scan. And obviously, we can't have an MRI scan every month to measure our body fat and stuff like that. It would be unhealthy for our body with the radiation. And also, I think it takes a long time as well. So the in-body scanner takes 15 seconds and it's an accurate way that measures each limb independently, and it basically tells you how much muscle, water, fat, bone density you've got, and also the visceral fat, so the fat that sits around the heart and the vital organs that indicates if we're healthy or unhealthy, so we can take action. Hopefully you're coming in today, you're going to get yourself scanned, and then you want to come back 6 weeks later and measure the success of the program. So this also puts us under the spotlight as well, because we've got to perform for you, because we're using the most accurate piece of kit to track your results. We've got loads of recipe books. They've been integral for our clients because when they're trying to eat healthy, track food, you've got to have new ideas that are fun and exciting. Our recipe books that are on our members' website, they've got a barcode in the photograph, and you can scan it straight into MyFitnessPal, and then you can adjust it to your liking. So if you don't like a food group, you don't like turkey mince, or you want beef in there, you don't like garlic, you want to remove the onion or add something in, you can scan the recipe in and then tailor it to you, and it's saved forever. And we have 16 recipe books at the moment, and we're due to add a 17th. We do a brand new recipe book every single month, uploaded to the website. Really, really good tool. And also accountability. So all of this is so important because we need accountability. Everything that's needed to succeed is basically there, okay? You've got to make sure all those bits and bobs that have been listed are present for our members to succeed, because there's another 23 hours in the day. And if we just let you rock up to boot camp, come for a workout, what are you going to do for the rest of the day? Well, if you've got to check in with your coach, you've got to tick off done your steps, you've got to track your food, do this, that, and the other, then you're going to be drilled in, and 24 hours a day, you're going to be constantly pushing your results. So Smile Fitness is a 24-hour, 7 days a week thing. Now, what is included in your program? It's important that you know all the resources you've got so you can pull them all in and get the best results. So you've got coach-led sessions, okay? You're not just rocking up on your own. Our coaches are experts. We're always training them. They're very motivational. And the great thing about every single coach, so Caroline is a marathon runner. You've got Kane that is an aspiring pro boxer, and you've got Timmy that is into his martial arts and boxing and bodybuilding. So all of our coaches look after themselves. They're passionate about their own health and fitness, which means because they're so obsessed in their own sport, it means that they've become good coaches. They know what it's like to work hard. They know what it's like to be pushed and coached and things like that. You've got tailored nutrition. So in regards to your food and stuff like that, it's based on your height, weight, age, and activity. So when we set out your calories for your goals, you couldn't just share this with a mate and hope your mate gets the same results, because it is tailored to you, to your profile. And this is where a lot of diets do fail, because if we follow a diet online, unless it's asked for your age, your height, how much you weigh, and your activity levels, it is complete guesswork. Or it's another fad diet where you're starving yourself and it will not serve you in the long term. We are mega against fad diets. We're all about making this a lifestyle. So there we go. We've got your personal coach. So either me or Holly will be doing the check-ins, looking after you. We've mentioned the coaching app. You've got the in-body scans, education that we've got in our members website. We've got a full nutrition course, everything you need to know. You don't need to know any more than well, I can't get the words out. That's in that course to help you get in shape. And it's broken down into bite-sized videos so you can watch it again or just break it down into chunks for yourself. We've got recipe books, the website, as you know, it's got loads of resources in there. We've got a like-minded community, banged on about that. We've got a private group. So if you're not in the private Facebook group, get yourself in. If you don't like Facebook or believe in Facebook, it might be worth creating an alias name. So you could give yourself a different surname, first name, whatever, and just use the group and don't actually add any friends, just so you don't miss out on the buzz that's in there. And every Tuesday at 7 p.m, I will do a live topical Q&A. The topic will always be based on things that keep cropping up in the weekly check-ins. So if the same, few people or a large amount of people are asking the same question, or they have the same kind of underlying issue because of the time of the year. So we're coming out right now of the COVID, and the latest topic was doing too much too soon, because I was hearing about people doing 5, 6, 7 sessions a week, 20,000 steps, and never enjoying a glass of wine, for God's sake. So you could tell they were trying to do too much too soon to really whip the weight off fast. So if you go into the members website today, you'll see a video helping you on how to break this down into bite-sized chunks, the best way to get in shape without the overwhelm. So that's what's included in the program. And that's what's needed as well. We've been doing this, like I said, for 10 years. In fact, this October is 11. And everything is based on feedback from the members. But also, we've tried so many different diet methods. We've tried 2 workouts a week. We've tried 4. We've tried 1. We've figured out the best way, basically. So we know all of these things are needed. There's nothing extra in there just to be OTT. And everything is there, for a purpose, basically. Your coach, okay? They are your point of contact. They're going to be your nutritionist, okay? They are fully qualified to work out your calories and macros. And the biggest thing is, when you do lose the weight, they need to constantly tweak your calories. When they take the calories away, they only take a few away. But if you keep going like that, it just keeps the ball rolling and it stops plateaus with your weight loss. We're going to give you nutrition advice. We focus on mindset, because that is massive. When it comes to getting shape, it's not as easy as calories in, calories out, and just working out. There's a lot going on up here that we have to overcome as well. We give you weekly check-ins. The whole point of the check-in is you knowing your coach is looking at everything: your attendance, your results, how you're getting on with your steps, your nutrition, because we want to push you. And we will be, and this sounds cheesy, your cheerleader. When things are going well, we'll be buzzing for you. But obviously, if you're not pulling your weight, we're going to try and push it as well. We're going to track your progress, give you support, accountability, and answer questions. So your coach is going to be there to look after you. The programs. So there's like 3 different programs. Now, when most people sign up to Smile Fitness, they're on the lean program. They're looking to lose body fat first. Some people now, we're quite fortunate. We've got a lot of members that are looking to maintain. They're actually satisfied with their shape. They don't want to lose any more, and they don't want to gain muscle tone either. They just want to maintain as they are. This is the great bit, because this is where we'll show you how to gradually increase your calories from the deficit to your maintenance. But if you increase them gradually enough over a period of time, you could easily maintain the weight you've achieved and be eating an extra 1,000 calories a day. This is a very exciting bit, but it's hard to get there in the first place, but we're here to help you do that. And then there's the strong focus as well. So lots of ladies and men want to increase their muscle tone and get strong. Now, ladies, never worry. If you decide that you want to do this, if you was to increase your calories and, go high protein and train hard, once you've got lean, then you want to gain muscle tone, all you'll end up being is nice and toned, lovely shape. But men have 10 times the testosterone, so they will build some muscle, okay? So ladies, lean and tone, men build muscle, and that's how it works biologically. So the session itself, in your 6-week trial, you get 3 sessions a week. It's delivered by our expert coaches, as you know. No 2 sessions are the same. So, we pride ourselves. We've got members that have been with us over 10 years, and they will attest they've never done the same workout twice. The sessions are mostly HIIT, high intensity, and we'll talk about why we do HIIT. We've got strength training as well, and boxing. Now, when we come out of the COVID, Tuesdays and Thursdays will be a weight session. So like teaching you how to squat, deadlift, bench, using dumbbells, deadlift bars, barbells, and things like that. So it'll be very exciting when we come out of the COVID. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday will all be HIIT sessions. So the program will be predominantly HIIT sessions with a couple of high intensity weight sessions as well. When we come out of the COVID, you will have one coach to 16 people. So back in the day, we used to have one coach to 26. We want to deliver a really high quality service. And in line with the government guidelines right now, you basically, when you come in, you've got 12 workouts to choose from. The coach will tell you to take you to a workout, show you how it's going to work, and then coach you like that. But then after the 17th of May, we're going to go back to the full class style, which is a lot more of a buzz, really. Right then, the afterburn effect, why we choose HIIT to help you get in shape. The afterburn effect basically means you can burn twice the calories and half the amount of time compared to a regular gym session. So you could do a 40-minute workout with us, and you can absolutely go for it and smash it and let the coach push you, or you can go for a regular 80-minute workout in the gym, at Pure Gym or whatever, and I can guarantee if you let us push you, you can burn twice the amount of calories. Now, this is perfect for busy people, and it's a research-backed training method, short bursts of activity with short rest periods, and it's called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. And that doesn't sound very exciting, right? But that is what it is. Hold on. We went backwards here. So it means you're still burning calories for up to 36 hours after the HIIT session is completed. You're still burning calories. Now, example, if you went for a jog, let's say you went for a 5K jog, 3K jog, whatever. Once you're no longer out of breath and you've kind of recovered from the jog, as in like an hour or two later, that's it. The calories stop being burned. And it's the same for, you go for a regular swim or whatever. But if you was to change that jog to a HIIT session, so let's say you was to go out and you was to sprint to one lamppost and then jog to the other, or walk to the other, sprint and then walk, sprint and walk. You're then creating that run into a HIIT session. You'll get more calorie burn in the long term compared to the actual short run. So this is why we do it. And like I said, it is perfect for busy people. So NEAT. NEAT is an acronym for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. NEAT means walking. It's the most underrated fat loss tool in your box. I highly recommend, if you're desperate to get in shape, or you just want to get in great shape, you want to help the mental health as well as a side thing, then go out and get your steps done. You are aiming for 10,000 steps a day, which is very difficult for a desk job. I have a desk job. I'm no longer a coach, so I know how difficult it is. You do have to make it happen. You're aiming for 70,000 steps a week. So if you find your daily average during the week is low, you must plan walks at the weekend and try and hit those 70,000 steps. We will talk about a strategy very soon if your steps are quite low. Use a smartwatch or a pedometer. Try not to use your phone. Your phone doesn't go everywhere. It's not quite as accurate. You can buy smartwatches on Amazon that are cheap alternatives. Just look for ones that have got good reviews. You're talking £20 for a nice slim looking watch that will track your steps. If you're serious about getting in shape, get something that tracks your steps and focus on your steps. It's not just about the nutrition or the workouts. So if you do struggle with your steps, what you want to do is get your watch and then look at your average. So there's always synchronizes to an app. You look at your average over the last 7 days. And let's just say your steps are 3,000 a day because you're chained to that desk. Well, how do you increase it? 10,000 steps is too overwhelming, right? So what you want to do is increase it by 500 steps over the next 2 weeks. So if your average is 3,000, increase it to 3,500 for the next 2 weeks and let that settle in. 500 steps is like 5-6 minutes of walking in your total day. It's nothing at all. So it's quite easy to achieve those extra steps. Think about that's not many minutes in a 24-hour day. And once that beds in, you go, do you know what? I've cracked 3,500. Now it's time for 4,000. So you add in 500 steps in a fortnightly chunks, building it up over time. It doesn't matter how long it takes to build up. It matters that you build it up. Okay. Lunchtime walks, really important. If you can get out, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's better than nothing. Walk 5 minutes in one direction, 5 minutes back to your desk. Do anything you can to mount up those steps. If you have a dog, take it on a longer route. Your dog will thank you for it. Your dog will sleep better, be less annoying at home, whatever. Take them out, park further away. Now we're starting to go out and about. It's natural instinct. We're super busy to park as close to the entrance of a door, of a supermarket, work, the barbers, whatever, the pub, but park further away. Even if it's a small car park, just get in the mindset that you need to keep stacking steps up, okay? Because it really will help you. Some people have no choice and they walk before work. They actually get all 10K done before work. They're up at 5 a.m. and that's the way they've got to get it done. I know that's hard, but that's what some people need to do, or make it work happen after work or whatever. Either way, you've got to make your steps happen because, for example, if it was to say, forget the steps, I tell you what, you need to train 6 days a week. Your body will break down. You can't train all the time. You can't train every day. You know, and also you have to attend somewhere and something like that. With walking, we do it all the time. If I go to the kitchen right now, I could just get up and walk. It's something that's so readily available. When it comes to the nutrition, there's 2 rules, okay? Now, the rules here we want to be focusing on is the 80-20 rule. 80% of your food, whole food, single ingredients, and 20% wants to be a treat. I encourage this every day. You should be able to enjoy a bag of crisps and a chocolate bar every day, a bottle of beer every day, glass or 2 of wine every day, as long as you track it. And then 80% of your food, whole food, single ingredients, food that's had as little done to it from where it came from until it landed in your mouth. Okay, so if you're thinking, is this healthy? Is this good for me? Is it going to fill me up? Just think of a banana. It's not had much to it. But then if you buy those banana chips that have been, I don't know, shrunk down and they're dried and they've got 55 ingredients in, well, that's not very natural. So go for the natural thing. When you eat natural, clean food, it is more filling. You'll feel more full. You'll be able to stick to your calories easier. Being able to enjoy your 20% every day is going to allow you to basically stick to the program. You're not going to feel restricted because you're not restricted, okay? Calories matter all the time. Under no circumstances do you go over your calories. Just make it your mission to not make that happen. And when it comes to focusing on macros are protein, carbohydrates, and fats. You only really need to focus on your protein and fats. The reason being is protein is the most filling food group you can eat. Protein also is the only food group that helps us increase our muscle tone. The more muscle tone you have on your body, the faster your metabolism. So we've all been sat here now for a few minutes, about 40 minutes, okay? And the person that sat here, and there's about 28 in this group now, whoever's got more muscle, there's just been burning more calories, sat on their bottom, okay? So you want to be focusing on increasing your muscle tone. Remember, ladies, you're not going to get massive or big and bulky, so never worry about that. Men, you will build muscle. Great. So both win, right? And then focus on your fats too. So if we say your fats are 50 grams of fats a day, try not to go over them. Fats are tasty, delicious. They're not filling, but they contain 9 calories per gram, whereas carbohydrates contain 4 calories per gram. Therefore, unfortunately, fats are not filling. And if you go over them, so let's say you've got 40 a day and every day you're having 70 grams of fats a day, you're just going to find you're starving. You need to fill yourself up with protein and carbohydrates. And just in case, if you're worried about eating carbohydrates, carbs do not make you fat. Carbs aren't the culprit. Carbs are not the enemy. That is a very, very old school way of thinking. So don't worry about it. Fats don't make you fat. Carbs don't make you fat. Proteins don't make you fat. Going over your daily calories is what makes us overweight, okay? It's nothing to do with a food group whatsoever. So if you do believe that, or someone tries to ram that down your throat, you can tell them you're wrong and to come and have a conversation with me about it. So use MyFitnessPal. It's the best app. You can use other apps. There are other apps out there. But if you start to struggle and you don't know how to do this, that, and the other, we can't guide you and help you. So I recommend using MyFitnessPal. Track everything, absolutely everything. The only thing I say not to track because I feel it's OTT, is the milk in your coffee. Unless you're having 20 cups of coffee a day, then yeah, you're probably having a lot of milk. But generally, milk in your coffee or tea, whatever, doesn't need to be tracked. Everything else, everything, the oil in your food needs to be tracked, everything, okay? Weigh everything, never guess. Oh my God, we had a client before that the chicken breast yesterday was 150 grams. The chicken breast today looks the same size. And they were basically doing this with everything. So they started eyeballing it after a few weeks because they became a pro with the tracking. What an absolute disaster. They started gaining weight. You have to weigh everything. We've got scales at work. We leave them out. We've got scales by the cooker at home. We leave them out. Don't put them in a cupboard where there's a barrier. You have to get them out when you're in a rush because it'd be like, oh, forget about it. I ain't got time now. I'm just in a rush. Get the scales out. Weigh everything. To weigh and measure everything, and to stick it into MyFitnessPal, once you've got the hang of it, we're talking like a week to get the hang of it. If that, it's 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes a day to get in the best shape of your life is an amazing return of your investment. So try not to see it as an inconvenience. This is a tool that's helping you out. Before, it was spreadsheets. It's a lot better now, I promise you. Use the scales every time, okay? I know I'm trying to get that drummed in, but we have people that don't do it and then they question the program, they question the results, and they're not following the program as they should be. Even at the weekends, especially at the weekends. Happy weekend, everyone. Calorie banking. Now, this is a really, really good tool to help you enjoy your Saturday. And by God, it helps me enjoy my Saturdays too. And how it works is you'll bank 150 calories. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And as you can see, you've got 750 calories saved for the weekend. I will use those on Saturday night for my pizza and beers. So on Saturday night, let's just say, hypothetically, we've given you calories, which is 1,800 calories a day. You've saved 750 Monday to Friday. Saturday night, you've now got 2,550 calories to enjoy. I mean, you can spread them over the weekend. I just find it confusing and lose track. So I just tend to go, right, Saturday's my treat. This is when I'm going to enjoy some nice foods. We've tried calorie banking like less. We've tried calorie banking more. If you calorie bank too much, you find you're going to be too hungry through the week. 150 is the sweet spot. Stick to that. It's up to you if you want to play about with it. But look, we've played about with it. We know what is the sweet spot for that, okay? Treat Friday like a weekday. So my biggest downfall with my old job and before I got into all of this fitness malarkey is I'd used to come straight home from work on a Friday night, open the fridge, bottle of beer, a few bottles of beer later, I'd be ordering a takeaway, go bed late, sleep crap, wake up feeling crap. And because I feel like that, mindset isn't in the right place, crappy weekend, I start on Monday, sometimes money didn't happen, vicious cycle, never getting anywhere. And I'm not sure a lot of people can relate to that. So basically, I know we've had a hard week. I know we've been stressed out, but honestly, throwing it out on a Friday night is not the best strategy. Treat Friday like a weekday. Treat it like any other day whatsoever, okay? Normal meal, hydrate yourself, look after yourself, do your thing. And it's Saturday when you get to have your treat. And talking about Saturdays, you can't have a treat day. Like, you can't be like, well, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to have a fry up, and then I'm going to go, I don't know, to a Thai curry house, and then at night have a pizza. I'm going to bang some Doritos, some Cadbury's chocolate. You can't do that. I'm a powerlifter and I'm on high calories. I can't even do that. So if you're in a deficit and your goal is to lose weight right now, I'm just, setting expectations not to be negative, but a whole treat day, you will learn can't happen with the calories you're on. Now, it doesn't mean you're restricted. You can still enjoy Saturday night. It just means you need to make sensible decisions through the day, ready for a nice, enjoyable Saturday night. Excuse me. What I tend to do with Saturday is I've already done it. So this morning I woke up, I put my pizza in, I'm having 5 bottles of beers tonight, put that all under my evening meal on MyFitnessPal, and then I know what I've got for the rest of the day. If I'm a bit hungry for the rest of the day, it doesn't matter. I've got something to look forward to. That is the best strategy. Stick it in before the day starts so you know what you've got to play with. And also with the beers, I was speaking to a lady yesterday with the Prosecco. She'd say she'd be seeing mates and she'd put in 2 Proseccos on a Saturday night, knowing full well she'd be having a bottle or a bottle and a half to herself or whatever, sharing it, of course. Look, be honest with yourself, put in the drinks you know you're going to have, because there's no point in getting there and then start going over. Friday is also weigh-in day as well. So I want you to weigh in every Friday. So then when your coach is looking at your graph, looking at how you're getting on progress-wise, we'll always be looking for Friday against Friday. Don't worry about fluctuations up and through the week. You don't need to weigh yourself every day. Get into the habit of Friday, and then it's just a really good day to do it. The problem is, if you weigh in on Monday, even if you have stuck to your calories, if you're like me and you're going to have pizza on a Sunday, have a Sunday roast, it's all high salt, high sugar, and it will make the scales spike up, you see. So if you weigh yourself on Monday, for example, let's just say you can normally have 5. So even Tuesday, Wednesday, the scales will be spiked from having those treats, even though they're tracked. Now, it doesn't mean extra body fat. It just means extra water retention. But by the time you get to Friday, everything would have nicely leveled out. And then you've got more of a truism of what you weigh. The 3-step process, the formula, okay? It's very simple, but I want it to be your Bible. I'm just looking at the time here. We're doing good. I want it to be your Bible, because this is the best way to get in shape. There's no fad. I've seen people that are like single, busy mums with 3 kids make this happen. We've got fellas on the program that travel internationally as their job, and they can still make it happen. So I know the busiest, most epic busy person can make this happen and still get results. And also the formula is the minimum standards. Like I said, we've tried 2 sessions a week. We've tried different strategies with nutrition where we don't track food. We've tried different diets. We've tried not focusing on the steps. This is the minimum requirement. And again, with the steps, I know it sounds like a lot of steps, but ideally, we should be doing 12 to 15,000 steps a day, not 10. 10 is the minimum. And this is why we're pushing it hard. We're not being unrealistic. It's just that our lifestyle has got so busy, and it's the way society is. We've got to fight that. But the formula, 3 sessions a week, track your food, 3 and do your steps. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Follow that formula. Find a way over time to build it into your lifestyle, and you have a proven strategy to get in shape every time. Guaranteed results every time. Okay, unless you've got a health problem. If you've not got a health problem, you are going to get guaranteed results. What a comforting feeling to know there's a strategy out there where there's no guesswork. It's the minimum requirements, and you're not got to follow a bloody fad diet. Okay, let's move on from the formula. Just a quick one. Don't eat back the calories burnt. So when you go into MyFitnessPal, make sure there's no activity tracker synchronized or connected. If there is, deconnect it. Because, for example, let's say you do your steps, okay, and you've burnt 500 calories today doing your steps. It will get you to automatically, it'll keep adding calories back into the app, and you can either gain weight or stay the same. Trust the process. We have a lot of people that have tried fads, they've tried diets, they've tried different programs in the past. And because they don't trust their process, they don't leap themselves and throw themselves into it, and therefore their results suffer. Trust our process. It works every time. I'm saying guaranteed results, to a lot of people here, because I know and believe in the process when it's consistently followed. If you can't track it, don't eat it. So when it comes to takeaways, you can still have them tonight, but it's got to be probably from a well-known brand like Nando's or Domino's Pizza, whatever, Papa John's, whatever the names are, because you can literally look them up on their menu. You can either add their food because it'll be on their website of how many calories in their meal. Or if you typed in Nando's chicken burger with cheese now, you can find that and it's already readily there. But if you go to Joe's Pizza down the road and it's an independent and you're having their pepperoni pizza with fries, you do not know. Now, you could type in pepperoni pizza and fries and it will guess, but I guarantee if you do that, it's a recipe for disaster, excuse the pun. You will not get results out of that. You'll end up in a surplus. We've seen it so many times. Now, if there's a favorite takeaway, you're like, why are you taking this favorite takeaway from my life? Have it once a month and do try and guess it. But that's once a month. You're guessing once a month only on one meal only, but do not guess anything else. If you can't have it, can't track it, don't have it. If you do, I can't promise you those results that you want. Trust the process. Please trust the process. The in-body scanner, we're wrapping things up now. So the in-body scanner is the most accurate way of measuring yourself. Already banged on about that. How the home scales fail, even if you've got a £600 set of home scales and they claim to be the most accurate scales ever and it's 100% accuracy, whatever, they're not. What they do is the electrode measures the legs and down. They do not go past the trunk. What they do is they look at the muscle tone. So it is accurate on your legs. If you've got really toned legs, it's going to assume that the rest of your body is really toned. If you carry a lot of body fat around your legs, it's going to assume you carry a lot of body fat around your trunk and your arms, etc. So basically, it guesses from the torso upwards. And also, when you put in your age and height and stuff like that, it also guesses based on an average. Even though with the in-body scanner, you put your age and your height and stuff like that in, I think that's more for data so they can see who's using it and they can see what the norms are. But it is independent. It doesn't look at your age, it doesn't look at your sex, it doesn't look at your height. It sends electrodes through every single limb and it is completely accurate, okay? It looks at your muscle, water, fat mass and things like that. What I like about this is those that can have potentially a bad relationship with scales or they get hooked on a number. Now, for example, you might have beasted the 3-step process. 3 weeks later, you've gained 3 pounds. What the absolute F? Why have I gained 3 pounds? This isn't working. I'm crap. I'm a failure, blah, blah, blah. But then you come for a visit on the body scanner. 2 pounds is muscle tone. 1 pound is water and you've lost 8% body fat. Oh, hold on. The number on the scales becomes redundant. This is the great thing about the in-body scanner. It can help you improve your relationship with the scales and your results, your fitness, your health, your mindset with nutrition, everything. This is a really good tool taken away from just focusing on what you weigh, because the whole idea really is to lose body fat and increase muscle tone to become a healthy individual and look in good shape, no matter if you're male or female. Other good ways of tracking progress, the best way really as well is photos. And make sure if you are coming for an in-body scan today or in the week, whatever, download the app first. It only takes a couple of seconds. Just type in in-body, download it, and you're ready. And it means when you come to the in-body scanner, it will upload it. And every time you come, you rescan it, it will show you your results and it shows you a graph of how well you're doing as well. So the resources you've got on the program is you've got a personal coach, you've got the coaching app, you've got a training diary. So when you come for your in-body scan today, we're going to give you a training diary and a welcome pack and a little Smile Fitness bag. Hooray! You've got a Facebook group. Look, if you're having a shit day, you didn't track your food, something's not gone well, stick it in the group. There's no judgment, there's support and love. If you're doing well, you're doing great, share it in the group, support and love, okay? We call ourselves the Fit Fam. It sounds so cheesy, fitness family, but you will see that we all know each other very well. We have socials, we like each other, and it's just a nice fit fam we've got. We've got a members website and obviously a booking system, okay? The 3 apps you need, you only need 3 apps. You need My Fitness Pal to track your food, Trainerize, which is the coaching app, and Team Up to book your sessions. That's all you need. It might sound like a lot at first, but after a while, it will be second nature. Now, when you come to the HQ, you'll see under the TV screen, there's something called a MyZone belt. I just want to tell you about it because we always get asked, and I just think it's good to show you. It's basically the most accurate way to track your effort level. It's a chest strap, so basically it's a heart rate monitor that tracks your heart rate, and it's effort level over ability. So you could, I could train with an 80-year-old, for example, and as long as we're both still giving the same effort, which means it's focusing on heart rate, we can both basically achieve the same results on the MyZone belt because it's based on effort and not how fit you are, if that makes sense. So you get rewarded with points, and basically what you're aiming for is 1,300 points. Every time, each month, you collect 1,300 points. Each workout's around 80 to 100 points, by the way. You get a status. So you'll see at the top right here, once you get 1,300 points in your first month, you get iron status. And then if you keep going 1,300 as each month go by, you'll see after 3 months, you get bronze, then silver. The great thing about it, right? Let's just say you've worked your arse off for 6 months and you got silver. Yes. But then you slack and you don't quite hit 1300 myzone points, which are called MEPs. It actually degrades you back to bronze and then degrades you back to iron again. So what I like about it, it is extra accountability. It does push you hard. And what I like about it is, you know, the smartwatches are not accurate, unfortunately. It's on your wrist, okay? These are completely accurate. So we also get them for £70. But look, honestly, not trying to sell them here. Just want to tell you about it. But if you're interested, let us know. So another cool thing that you're already a part of right now is the Journey to Legend, another motivator to get you to attend those sessions every week. And we want to reward you for your workouts because it isn't just about losing weight, it's about your mental health. We all know that exercise and getting fit is all about this as well. It's great for our well-being, fitness, you know, in terms of you don't want to be dying of lung issues or heart attacks, high blood pressure, whatever. And this starts ASAP. So you know, if you do decide to become a member and stay on and join the other members, you're already on the road to becoming a warrior. We'll give you a t-shirt, congratulate you. When you come for a workout and you've got warrior on the back, or imagine you work yourself up to legend, you'll feel pretty damn proud of yourself because blood, sweat and tears has gone into those workouts. Right, frequently asked questions. We are getting there now. So how quick will I see results? It really is down to a couple of things. Number one, you as an individual, as in genetics. It depends if you're sporty in the past, how your body responds and stuff like that. But I know I get a lot of people that go, you know, it just doesn't work for me. I don't tend to lose weight. Oh, it's just me. It's the way my body is. My body's stubborn. Your body isn't stubborn. Maybe you haven't found the right formula, or maybe you're not consistent. But, you know, how quick you see results is down to your genetics, is what I'm getting at here. Excuse me. And it's also down to consistency. You can't just be on it for 1.5 weeks, have a couple of days off because you're stressed, and then get back on it again and hope for great results. You do have to be as consistent as possible. And I recorded, excuse me, a video in the private group yesterday. Things is always going to come up. Your work's going to be a nightmare. Your kids are going to keep you up at night. You've got anniversaries, birthdays, you know, christenings, whatever. There's always going to be events that come up. You can't let every damn one get in the way of you tracking and getting your results. So you have to have a rule. So my rule is like, I'll go on holiday, okay? I won't track on holiday. My birthday and my girlfriend's birthday, I don't track. 5 days at Christmas. That's pretty much it. Apart from that, I'll go to my mate's barbecue, I'll track, I'll bank calories, whatever. But you have to have a rule. There's got to be a point where you stop. Otherwise, you'll be bombarding yourself with excuses. And those excuses will sound really good to you and you'll go ahead with them. They're really logical and you'll say, I'm okay with that. Like we've actually had a client, you know, not track at Easter and say, I'm okay with that the whole Easter weekend. And then this week they're grumbling big time about their lack of results. So no, they weren't okay with letting go at Easter. Okay. Got my soapbox there, but I just want you to do well. What should I do from sore? The best thing to do is come back to boot camp, follow the 80-20 rule with your nutrition, hit your protein and hydrate. But moving your body, nourishing your body, staying hydrated is going to help you speed up recovery. And as you get fitter, recovery is going to improve as well. Do you have to weigh everything? Yes, you do, except for the milk in your tea and coffee. How do I manage takeaways? If you can't track it, don't eat it. If you can't track it, have it once a month and try and track it. What if I have a question? In the coaching app, messages, and we've got some people asking us 5 questions a day and they go, I'm sorry to ask you again. Please ask us. We want you to succeed on this program. We want you to attend. This isn't like you going to a gym where we're hoping that you pay and don't turn up. We want you to turn up. We want you to do well. That's what we're passionate about. If you've got questions at the end of this, we'll do that as well. What should I eat? 80-20 rule. 80% whole food, single ingredients. 20% can be healthy. We don't give out weeks and weeks of meal planners. We don't tell you what to eat. They don't work, because if we gave you a meal planner, you're not learning. We want you to learn, because when you've got the tools, you've got the power. You've got the power to be in control of your results, okay? We do have a meal planner, one, to give you an idea of how to structure your food. And if you want that, DM us on the coaching app. I'm more than happy to send it. But we want you to kind of eat the way you are now, maybe make it a bit healthier and track your food. And that means it's not disrupting your life. You can just continue as you are. What happens after the challenge? You could go two ways. You can either go your own way and say, thanks, that was a great 6 weeks. I'm self-motivated. I'm going to crack on. Or you can join the other 200 members we've got. What happens after the challenge? We've gone through that. What if I can't find a food to track? If you can't find the food to track, don't have it. Like if it literally doesn't exist, as in it's like Martha's muffin cake and there's no recipe you can add. Or if you can find the recipe for it, add it in. In our membership website under the nutrition course, it shows you how to add recipes and how to add foods. It doesn't take as long as you think, right? We're talking 1 to 2 minutes. Best workout to lose weight. There is no best workout. You could play football, rugby, netball, swimming, running, HIIT sessions, boot camp, treadmill, whatever. They all burn calories. It's about calories in versus calories out. It's about controlling your energy balance. And that's why you've got to track your food, work out and do your steps, okay? So don't worry about the best workout or should I be doing this, should I be doing that? Do a workout, anyone, give it your best, 100%, and that is more than enough. Right, every Tuesday, there's a live topical Q&A, just so you know, it's on Zoom, it's Tuesdays, we'll share it on email in the Facebook group. I cover popular topics, things that come up all the time. I'll be answering questions at the end, so that means you've got me every Tuesday to ask any questions about anything. It doesn't have to be about topic, and if you can't make it, I'll always upload it to the members' website and announce that as well. I think I cocked up the link this time, but I'll make sure I get the right link next time because it's a new database we're using. Goal setting. So what if, how does it work? How to set a goal? Some people aren't sure. The best thing to do is set a long-term goal. So if you want to lose 5 stone, that's totally cool. Like put that is your long-term goal. This is where I want to be. But you need a stepping stone. So your first goal could be lose your first clothes size, drop your first stone. And then you need to think about how you're going to get there. And that's where the formula comes into place. You don't really need to think about that, but maybe you need to think about what days and times you're going to do sessions, how you're going to do your steps. But what's the strategy? The strategy should be 3 sessions a week, track all your food and get your steps done. That's your strategy. How will you measure it? Is it going to be the in-body scanner, photos, weight, measurements? If it was me, I would be weighing yourself every Friday so your coach can see how things get on. I would get on the in-body scanner every 4 to 6 weeks. It's included in your program. And I take photos every month. They're the best ways to track progress. Don't just use one method to track progress because they don't always tell you everything. With the parking, you'll see when you come through the gates, we share the parking with the climbing station. The climbing station have 20 parking bays, and then there's loads of parking apart from that. You can park anywhere. Please do not park in the climbing station bays. If the car park gets full, which it does happen from time to time, you can come in front of our building. There's loads and loads of parking there. No double yellows or singles. Just don't park over outside anyone's house or driveway. Right then, we're going to open you up for questions. So I'm going to stop the screen share now. And we're going to unmute you all if you're not all have fallen asleep. I tried to go nice and quick for you because there's a lot to cover. You can tell I'm not very good with this app, can't you? Right then, so I'm going to unmute you all. If you need to run off, not a problem. Holly's here for the scan. So if you want to head off now and get yourself scanned, that's cool. Download the app first. I'm just unmuting you all. There's a lot of you to unmute. Busy, isn't it?
Unmute.
We've got a chat.
Yeah.
So
is it just the fitness app that we need to download for the body scanning?
So it's called InBody.
Okay.
So the app you need to download. Let me put it up on my phone. I don't know. I'll screenshot it and make it big. One sec.
Great.
That's all right. Let me screenshot it and make it big on my phone. Let me just open up my photos for you. Make sure there's no naked ones of me. I'm only joking if I do stuff like that. Can you see that?
It's gone.
Yeah.
Download that app, and then what happens is, if you do it before you actually get yourself scanned, it'll upload it there. We do give you a printout as well, but it's nice just to go on your phone. And then obviously, when you come revisit and you rescan yourself again, it'll upload. Right then, Q&A. Sharon Smith, let's go first.
What's the food tracking app?
MyFitnessPal.
Is that just put that into like a
Literally, yeah, type MyFitnessPal. I'll screenshot this as well for you, buddy. 1 second, let me screenshot it for you, mate. See that?
Yeah, got it.
Type in MyFitnessPal. It's sponsored by Under Armour. I'm not sponsored by Under Armour, I'm afraid.
We don't
Alright,
need
got
to
it.
pay for the upgrade, do we?
No, you don't need the upgrade. Just like it gives you the odd, like gets you to try and advertise stuff or whatever, but just ignore it. You don't need the upgrade.
Right.
Simon, can you hear me?
Oh, just gonna go one at a time, unless it's urgent. I want to try
No,
and.
it's fine.
Oh, thank you. So, Sharon Smith, what's your name again? Andy, isn't it? Robert.
It's Rob. Rob.
You got anything else for me, buddy?
No, that's it.
Okay, right. I'll move on to the next one. Rachel, hello. Have you got any questions?
Hello. No, I've not got any questions, thank you.
Cool. Sherry, questions?
No questions, thank you. All good.
Awesome. Look at that. Katie, questions?
Yeah, I've got a couple. First off, possibly a silly question. What do I need to wear for the in-body scan?
Just wear like a pair of leggings and a t-shirt, just loose clothing.
Yeah, okay. And the other one was, any tips for protein intake? Because I've been really struggling to get to the amount of protein that Holly's said that I need to do.
Yeah.
I'm just not used to eating that much meat, to be honest.
Yeah. So just to put it out there, it's not high protein. It's literally the amount an average healthy person should have. So I don't want you to think, oh my God, Smile Fitness is all about the high protein. It's not that. Literally, you're having what you should be having for your height, weight, age, activity, etc. The best way, really. So I have a zero-fat Greek yogurt with honey and berries every day. I have 300 grams of that. It's really filling, and it's 30 grams of protein. I make that a snack. Protein powder. So there's two versions of that. So look up My Protein. Okay. And it's the whey isolate that you're after. So make sure you take note of the isolate because it's kind of to the digestion. You've got the milkshake version. So like Impact Whey, you've got chocolate, banana, strawberry, XYZ. But if you don't like the taste of milkshakes, which a lot of people don't, then there's a clear whey. So My Protein Clear Whey. And it tastes like fruit juice. It's got peach, strawberry. The mojito flavour is actually really nice. But instead of having one scoop of protein, have two. So like literally, when I have protein, I have 70 grams of whey. So I weigh it out on the scale, always weigh it. Don't just take the scoop for granted. 70 grams of whey, 300 grams of liquid, 61 grams of protein in a drink that's that big. My Protein also do protein pancakes, which are delicious. So what I'm saying is around your meat or fish, try and supplement with either yogurt, shakes, and the pancakes, but make it a routine. So for example, I have the pancakes in the morning every day, 7 days a week. I have a protein shake mid-morning every day around between 10 and 11 a.m. I have my yogurt in the PM. So what I'm saying is create structure around your protein snacks and try and think with every meal from now on, like maybe before you snacked on fruit or nuts or whatever, but try and think, is this high protein, and just start getting into a different mindset shift. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Great structure and routine with it. Don't go, well, one day I'll have a shake and one day I'll have this, because what you'll do is you'll kind of you'll make it too complex, and then when you get super busy, it just won't happen. Whereas now everything's autopilot, and that's how it wants to be, and then that makes it more of a lifestyle thing instead of a fad. You got any questions anymore? Excellent. Thank you.
Sorry, just a quick one. What weight did you know when you said about the yogurt and fruit, and what weight and percentage of protein was the yogurt?
So I have zero-fat Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the brand is. It's like the expensive brand, but it tastes nice. You know what I mean? Just get the best one you can afford. And then I'll have it with, I have 300 grams with honey and any kind of berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, whatever you enjoy. Mix it up so you don't get bored.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. I will come back to you for more. Julie Haynes, have you got any questions for me?
No, just some clarification really on the apps. If you could possibly post something. I mean, I think I picked up about 4 apps today. My Fitness one, Trainer Eyes, Team Up and In Body.
Yeah.
We do need all 4 of those, yeah?
We don't, I mean, in body you won't really use that often. It's just when you get yourself scanned, it'll automatically upload. So Team Up is to book your sessions.
Yeah.
You've got My
Fitness Pal for food.
Yeah. And then the coaching app, which is Trainerize. Are you using Trainerize at the moment?
Not yet, no. I've got it, but I've not used it yet.
If you need anything else, text me. You've got my number, haven't you? And I'll help you.
Lovely, thank you.
You're welcome. Have you got any questions about nutrition or
No,
anything?
nothing at all.
Thank you. David, buddy, let's go for you next. We're going in order.
I'm due to over in Loughborough in about half an hour for my weigh-in. Will somebody be able to just run through the apps with me a little bit? Because I'm going through them now and they do look quite complex.
Yeah, of course we can. We'll go through it. No problem. You got any questions about nutrition?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. You can tell Holly did my hair, can't you? It's sticking up all over the place. I need to go to an actual barber. Right. It just said, how do we say it? Is it Meti?
Yeah, that's right. No, I don't have any questions, but thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Craig, how you doing?
Hi, good, thanks. Just a couple of questions. One was on the on Trainerize in terms of just I've booked in for some sessions next week, but they don't appear on my. It says nothing scheduled. Do I have to link them so that it shows up as a booking?
So Trainerize is the coaching app where we track your results like photos, measurements and weight and stuff like that.
Yeah,
the app to book your sessions is called Team Up Members.
Yeah, so I've done that. I've booked up on Team Up.
Yeah.
So I've got my 3 sessions in for next week, but I just wondered when I looked on Trainerize, it says
it doesn't synchronize. It doesn't. They don't talk to each other.
Right. Okay.
They're independent apps, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Fine.
Cool.
Great. Good. Thank you.
That's all right, mate. Hello, Cam. How you doing?
Hi. Yeah, just a quick one. I know you said track everything, but if we're eating like a simple leaf salad, do we need to even weigh things like that? Is it everything? Yeah. Everything,
except for milk and tea and your coffee. Everything, even cucumber, lettuce, everything.
Okay.
I know it sounds like an effort, but just think it's just worth the reward for getting in shape, and it's the most accurate way of getting in shape. And once you get used to it, it's just autopilot. If someone took my Fitness Pal and the scales from me, I'd feel like you've chopped my legs off. But I've been doing it so long. But yeah, I know, and there won't be many calories in it, but they soon stack up because you for example, let's say you measure all your salad and all that, and it's only 37 calories. But let's just say you don't measure those 37 calories and you do that over a year, they amount to a certain amount of calories. Every 3,500 calories is a pound of fat. So if we kind of like don't track everything, eventually it will have a negative effect. Also, by thinking, wow, I'm not saying you would think this, but by thinking, I won't bother with the lettuce, so low calories, you're already letting yourself slide. I don't need to track that. And then it'll come to something, I don't need to track that. And then the habits come. For example, people start cancelling sessions. It becomes a habit to cancel sessions. Do you know what I mean? So just make it an ingrained habit. I track food. It's the way it happens. If you cook a recipe, add the recipe into My Fitness Pal. Once you've done it, it saves there forever and it takes you 2 minutes. So yeah, just make it happen. You got any more, Cam?
Nope.
Cool. Thank you. Samuel.
Hi.
How you doing, buddy?
No questions. Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Thanks, mate. Hello, Lindsay.
Are we all just turn up whenever today?
Yeah, just rock up. It literally takes a minute to scan. What we're going to do is socially distance, get you in a, out the way or whatever, and we'll go through the scan with you. So yeah, just rock up, no problem.
So any time after this, just turn up.
Yeah, literally, you can head off now if you want. We're ready, and Holly is waiting for you with a clipboard. Have you got any other questions about nutrition or anything, Lindsay?
Well, it was mainly the protein thing, but you've just covered that. So where do you get that? My protein, where?
Yeah, so if you've got pen and paper with you, write this down. So My Protein Whey Isolate, Whey's WHEY. Go for the isolate. Don't go for the impact whey. Don't go for the diet whey.
Okay.
And if you don't like the idea of milkshakes, because people don't like milkshakes, go for the My Protein Clear Isolate.
Right. Okay, I'll have a look.
Yeah, and then the protein pancakes are delicious. Honestly, really, really nice. Maple syrup flavour.
Yeah, I'll have a look. Thanks.
That's cool. Thank you so much. Trisha, how can we help you?
I've got no questions.
Thank you, Trisha. Zoe, how can we help you?
Just wanted to ask, Si, with the measurements, how often do we have to measure again? I can't remember.
With the measurements, measure yourself every week. You don't have to. In all honesty, we've stopped asking people to measure themselves now, because we have the in-body scanner. It measures your body in 15 seconds. So, and people tend to...
So we used to do that, didn't we? Like every week, we used to do measurements. So
we did, but we've now got the technology that does it in real quick. And the other thing is, to be fair, most people don't measure themselves, Zoe. So I've kind of... But if you want to measure yourself, it's a really good practice to measure yourself every week. I highly recommend it, because I think it's good to watch the inches go down and not be so focused on the weight. However, I just find people give up on it. So I after years of banging on about it, I say measure yourself, yes, but I'm not going to push it.
So we'd only know after 6 weeks, when we come to body measure again on the machine, what we've kind of lost or gained, or
but if you do your weight, you take photos, hopefully your clothes will start feeling different, because as soon as I start losing weight, I feel it in my clothes massively. And obviously, absolutely, honestly, if you've got the discipline to measure yourself, Zoe, I highly recommend it. It's just I don't bang on about it anymore, because people eye roll at me about it, because it takes a few minutes, so I just leave it. You've got to pick your battles.
All right, thanks, Si.
You're welcome. Thank you, Zoe. Ross, you're on mute, but ready to chat to you when you are, buddy.
Kids coming and going. No questions.
Oh,
no.
Thank you very much, Ross. Thank you.
Yeah.
Richard, how can I help you, buddy?
Morning, Si. Just a couple of questions. I've not done a session yet, but are the sessions individual or are they group sessions?
You are working as an individual. We're not, at the moment, with the government guidelines, allowed to run a class. So we're not allowed, like, say, 20 people to rock up at the same time and everyone do the same workout at the same time, which is really weird, because you're allowed that to roam around in a gym. And, for example, everyone's allowed to do the same thing. It's really bizarre. But what happens is you've got 12 workouts. When you come, the coach will basically walk you to a workout and then go through it with you. And they'll constantly just be pushing you, show you the movements, just basically show you what to do. But what we have done is each pair of 3 meter squared zones does share the same workout. So if me and you are next to each other, we can like G each other along. And it doesn't matter if you've got a member, that's been with us for a while, or someone brand new, you'll still feel a part of it. So you'll feel right a part of it, mate.
Good. Looking forward to it.
When you starting, Richard?
Well, I'm going to come down today. I'm going to get some sessions booked for next week.
Good.
But I wanted to do the induction thing this morning before I came along.
Yeah, mate, that sounds great. Thank you so much, Richard.
Thank you.
Deborah, how can I help you?
Hi. You know the fitness app?
Yeah.
How do you remove the exercise on the diary?
So let me pull up my phone for you.
Otherwise, like you say, you think you're just getting more calories to use.
Hold on, yeah. Okay, so you can see my phone here.
Yeah, all nice and smashed.
Oh yeah. You know what? I did that in anger when I was setting up the facility when I was doing 18-hour days. I threw it on the floor. At the bottom right-hand side, there's 3 dots that says more.
Yeah.
And it says apps and devices. And mine, if you see, it says there's none connected.
Apps and devices. Sorry, what am I looking at now?
At top right-hand side, it says connected 0.
Mine says connected 1.
Okay, so click connected and then unconnect it, whatever it is that's connected.
Oh, okay. So like it won't do my Apple Watch anymore then?
No, remove it. Remove it.
Oh right. Okay, I'm with you. Okay.
Otherwise, it'll get you eating those calories back.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm thinking, yeah, I can have some more.
Yeah, it kind of defeats the object. So yeah, absolutely. Because we've worked out your activity, you see. And the thing is as well, just to mention, and this is why I like the MyZone belt so much, because it doesn't matter what you've got. There's no activity tracker out there that can actually tell you how many calories you've burnt. They're all inaccurate because you'd need to know it need to know your genetics, and it doesn't. There's nothing.
I've got a Peloton one. You know, the straps,
Yeah.
the heart trackers.
That's great.
Will that go with your system as well?
No, unfortunately it won't, but it'll probably be more accurate though if it measures heart rate. But in terms of calorie burn,
heart rate tracker, yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of calorie burn, it's still, even based on heart rate, it can't tell you how many calories you've burned. What it will tell you is how much effort you've put into the workout. So if, on ours, and hopefully it does the same on yours, it will say at the end, once you've completed the workout, say effort level based on heart rate, say 70% or 80% or 50. So you know if you're reading 50, you're like, well, I've only given half my effort. But if you give anything between 80 and 100, you know you've had a good workout and you've given it everything you needed to.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, I'm going to sign off now because I'm going to go and get measured.
See you soon.
Hey, thanks a lot. Bye.
Robert, how you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Hi, Deborah. How can I help you, dude?
What's your opinion on fuel?
Not really followed into it. Reason is when it comes up on my thing, it talks about how it's got all the ingredients in a shake, and like, to be honest, like liquid calories don't fill you, so it'd be very difficult to stick to your calories. And also I would not be having fuel for the rest of my life, so I don't see it as like a sustainable way of eating and getting in shape. Does that make sense, dude? Like, if it comes across a bit faddy, I don't even give it any of my energy, because I've tried things similar and I couldn't do it in the long term. So what's the point? Whereas I can track my food forever, I can eat real food forever, and that's do you know what I mean? Every time you look at a system, you know, whatever it is, just ask yourself, well, can I actually do this really in 10 years' time? If the answer is no, don't go wasting your money on it. Invest into what you can do in the long term.
Yeah, okay, brilliant.
Logical, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not very smart, you see, so it has to be logical.
Join the club.
So, yes. Have you got anything else though, mate?
That's everything, thank you.
You're welcome. People are leaving, so I'm losing who I need to speak to next. I think, Alice, have we had a chat yet?
No, but it's Laura. Sorry, that's my daughter's name.
Laura.
But hi, I'll if I bring when I come in to get scanned, I might just need some help, you know, with setting everything out.
No,
is that okay?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, that's fine. No problem. We'll sort you out. No problem at all.
Brilliant. Thank you.
You're welcome. Rusha, you're on mute, but if you want to chat, come off mute.
Yes. So I have 3 questions.
Go.
The first is I was sent an email from Holly for trainer size, but I actually didn't receive it and I couldn't sign in.
Okay, let me make a note. Rusha, what I'll do is I will send you the invite to get back on the app as soon as I come off this live.
Okay. The second question is, what do you think about precision engineering whey protein?
Never used it. If it's a good protein, it's got high good reviews, go for it. I mean, I only recommend my protein because it's cheap, it's cost effective. I've probably had it for about 16 years of my life. The service is good, so if they ever cock up an order, they come back to me. I just know where I stand with it. I don't use any other brand, but it's probably okay. There are a lot of proteins that are cheaper out there that fill it with extra like powders to thicken it up, sugars, stuff like that. So potentially, I don't know if it's good quality. So what I would look at is the nutrition content. Is it high in carbohydrates? Is it high in sugar? If it is, then they're filling it, because the My Protein Whey Isolate, I think, has 0.6 grams of sugar. It's pretty much pure protein. So have a look at yours. If it's pretty much pure protein, go for it.
Okay. And the third is that I had my first 2 workouts last week. And then my body got really sore.
Cool.
So I actually, for my left leg, it was so sore that I couldn't attend my last session yesterday.
Oh, bless you.
Okay.
So you wanted to know how to recover it?
Yes, but I'm okay today as such. I mean, I can actually walk, but my left leg was really bad. I don't know if I've exercised in a wrong way or if I've done something wrong, but I sprained my left leg as such.
You sprain your leg. Is it feeling okay today?
Yeah, it's feeling okay today.
Okay, I doubt it's a sprain if it's feeling okay. It's probably, it could be like a weaker leg or a stronger leg, and you probably just overworked it.
Okay.
If it's a sprain, it'd still be bad for like 5-7 days after. It wouldn't have just like,
No, it should be
recovered like that.
sore then. It should be sore.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Like, so it probably just sounds like you really worked it hard. So probably need to like take a step back. So when you come back next time, just take it back a peg or two, let your body adapt a little bit more. The best thing to do if it's really aching like that is hot baths. Are you making sure that you're having the right amount of protein to recover? So are you hitting your protein every day, not just on the day or the day after training? Every single day you need to be hitting your protein. Are you hitting your 80% with your nutrition? And if it's really aching, like go out for a walk as well and get it loose. You will find after a couple of weeks, it should start to calm down. If it doesn't, and it seems to be that left leg's flaring up all the time, you might actually have like a tightness built up in there that you didn't know about until you started using your body, and you potentially need a sports massage, because we know we might have a niggling back, a shoulder, an elbow, a knee, a hip, whatever, really, really tight, but you don't know it's bad until you start using your body, until you start doing physical activity. So if it keeps flaring up, I'd recommend a massage. You could go research your own, or we have a lady that comes Tuesdays and Thursdays at our facility called Vinny. And she's very, very good, and she'll look after you. So just see how you get on and let us know. All right.
Okay.
Any
That's
other
fine.
questions?
Thank you. No, that's it.
Cool.
I can't get onto the members. Sorry, I can't get onto the members website. Do I need a link?
What's your full name, Lou? Louise?
Louise Faulkner. Lou Faulkner.
I will send you the invite email again, no problem. So straight after I've done what sorted Router out. Have you got any questions about nutrition or anything though, my lovey?
No, if something comes to mind, there's been a lot of covered already, so I can always pick your brains.
Absolutely, absolutely. Is there anyone, Martha, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
No, but I've got no questions.
Good. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, defo.
Good. Are you going to be beasting your dad as well?
Yeah, Dad reckons he wants to come down with me today. So.
Oh, awesome! Oh, that'd be nice to see him. Okay, Martha. Well, I'll see you later on.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
Thank you. Is there anyone I missed? I'm sorry, but everyone kept leaving, so you're all in different orders now. No.
No.
Anyone got any more questions? I hope that was useful for you. I hope that the whole purpose of the talk was to help you hit the ground running. So hopefully you've got absolute clarity on what you need to do to get in shape, so you can just get results ASAP. Cool. Right.
Well, thank you.
Love you and leave you. Come down for a scan. If you've got any other questions on the coaching app, messages and just bombard us and let us help you and educate you. All right.
Yeah, Brill. See you later.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thanks.
See you in a bit.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.